Hey everyone, a nerd named Mark here, and I'm doing a different type of video, something new, something I haven't done. This is like not a react review. I actually want to talk about Hasbro and the Lightning Collection, and I was playing this video out over the weekend, and I completely forgot it's like Ranger Month or whatever for Hasbro, and like whether like, so the timing of this is just really ironic, and it's now what? It's still in the morning, August 2nd. Just full disclosure of when I'm recording this. So some of the stuff I talk about is going to be what was just announced. And the decision was already made. It's already done and finalized. So I'm a huge Power Ranger fan. I love me some Power Rangers. Been collecting Power Ranger merch, the comics, etc. almost my whole life. I'm 35 years old. I still have a lot of the original toys from 93 to 95. I even have some on display on the shelves over there that are on the that you can't see. Um, I have all but the black and green and the Titanus Legacy edition Zords. I have a lot of the original ones, and I have basically basically the Legacy collection complete. Like I have the Morphers, I have the Comic Con exclusive stuff, and I went to town on Toys R Us back in 2015 when they were doing a sale on all of them because Toys R Us was a thing. But I started getting into the Hasbro Lightning Collection, and it was kind of filling the void because I moved to San Diego in 2016, and I didn't get to bring a lot of my stuff with me, so it's all back home, nice, safe, and sound with my mom, and in storage. And I was just kind of like filling that void because I didn't have any of my Power Ranger stuff. I like to have my stuff on display. So when the Lightning Collection was announced, it started coming out. Of course, I was picking them up Wave One, Wave Two. I wasn't picking up things past Lost Galaxy or in space. Anything past in space, I'm not picking up. I'm going for the canon Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So season regular Power Rangers, Zeo, Turbo, all that stuff. And obviously no Turbo stuff's been announced or released. So, I was getting a lot of the stuff, picking up what I could. Then they did the Boom Studios comic stuff, which I've been collecting since they came out. I have every issue. I have almost every variant except for a lot of like the Crane variants that were shop online exclusives. But I got all the connectings, the helmets, the hollow foils, this and that. And so I was getting like Ranger Slayer, Draken, then Draken Evo 2 or 3 or whatever the hell. And for the last couple weeks, I've been kind of just looking at my collection. And I was just like, I love Power Rangers. Now that when the lease is up, getting a bigger place and going back home next year, I'm going to be able to get more of my stuff. And just looking at the quality of Hasbro and just how much they're milking Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Honestly, well, no, before I get into that, I'm just going to say what the big drastic thing was. I actually, and it's done now, they are no longer in my possession. I actually got rid of my whole entire Lightning collection, except for two things. The Jason San Diego Comic Con 2-pack with him as, the Red Ranger and the Gold Zeo, and my Black Ranger with the Dragon Shield. Mainly because I love Austin St. John and Walter Jones. I want those signed to have in my collection. There's why I'm keeping them. Everything else, my Spectrum Edition boxes for like Pumpkin Wrapper, King Sphinx, White Ranger, Green Ranger, stuff like that. Everything actually sold. I made more than my money back, which wasn't even like if I broke even, I would have been fine. But it just I Hasbro's milking Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and it's the elephant in the room no one's talking about. And yes, I love Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. After Lost Galaxy, the only season I watched was Super Mega Force, and I watched that way after it aired. And I've been watching Dino Fury. Even then, Dino Fury, like the quality of stuff and the lack of the releasing, I just went out and I got a whole bunch of Bandai, the Rio Soldier stuff. So I don't even need the Hasbro stuff now. I think honestly, it's just I don't want to buy anything Power Rangers related from Hasbro now. I think milking it and to what I was about to talk about. The main thing was when they were doing the glittery versions of the Rangers were announced. That's when I was like, okay, that's the nail in the coffin. That was kind of what was teetering me over the edge to be like, all right, I'm done. I don't want to collect Hasbro Lightning Collection anymore. It's not. I just don't. It's not appealing for my collection. I have already enough stuff from Power Rangers. And, with all my vintage Power Ranger stuff from the 90s and then the legacy stuff, I don't need the Hasbro stuff on top of that. And the quality of the paint in this net was really bothering me, like, especially when you can clearly see it through the bubble packaging on the front. And I was like, why? Like, there's no quality control. And, you know, I was talking to a friend of mine, I don't have buyer's remorse. I do not regret buying those. They were on display, still mint in the box. I never took them out of the box. The boxes were on display. I did like the side art on them. That was really cool. But I just, I don't know. Something recently with looking at my collection and setting everything up, I just, I just didn't like Hasbro's Lightning Collection. I think the the FOMO was there because like everyone was posting photos of what they were finding, and I was, trying to find them too. But I never went and hunted them down. Like where I live in San Diego, there's a lot of Targets all within like a 10, not even a 10-mile radius of me. There's like four, five, or six. So, if I was out shopping this and that, oh, we're at the grocery store. There's a Target next door. Let's go check out that Target. Or hey, I'm over at this mall. Oh, there's a Target attached to the mall. Let me check out and see what they got. So more joy of the time, that's where I found everything. Other than the Drac and Evo that I had to order online, everything else I found in stores. So I was like, well, all right, these are in the collection. So I never like went out of my way and was like stressing to find figures. Um, I just and now with today we had the announcement we're getting three 2-packs for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Power Rangers Boom Studios comic crossover with the Turtles morphed. So I assume, and I was like, at first I was like, oh, those are cool, but then I was like, yeah, this is how I know I did the right thing getting rid of the collection for me personally, because I wasn't excited. I was excited for the fact that, you know, these are being, you know, released, and this might get people to go over and look at the comic book, because Ryan Parrott is killing it writing for Power Rangers. Like, I'm still collecting the Power Ranger comic book. Like, the writing is good, the art is good, I actually like the story. I've been reading those since issue 0. Wow, I fucked that up. Issue 0. And yeah, it's just, and I know like I have friends who collect all the Lightning Collection stuff, and they've been kind of feeling the same way. I have a friend who's collecting everything from Lightning Collection, whereas I was just picky anything Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, like Zeo, this and that. He was getting like the Beast Morphers, the In Space, Lost God, like he was getting all of them, and even he's getting rid of his. And I'm like, and it's kind of like the same reason. So yeah, it was just a quick video. I'm done with my Hasbro collection. Like, I know if you've seen my previous toy haul videos, I was really excited to get Pumpkin Rapper, King Sphinx, one of my favorite villains. I mean, they announced the Eye Guy one, which I was like, oh, that looks so cool. But it's just one of those things where it's like, I don't, I don't want it for my collection. I have the vintage ones. I don't, and for anyone who does collect them, like, more power to you. Like, this isn't me shitting on Hasbro, being like, hey, screw Hasbro. I don't want to, like, I just don't want any of their Power Ranger stuff. Now, their Transformers stuff, that's a whole nother video, because they got some nice Transformers, and I don't have a lot of Transformers stuff, especially with them starting to put out the Beast Wars stuff. I'm like, yeah, I might as well dabble a bit and buy those. But yeah, so if I can go over everything, I sold basically everything. If you follow me on social media, you basically know my Lightning Collection. It was pretty big, especially when I was going for the Spectrum boxes, which, well, I got lucky when I found them. Like, one Target just had each and every single one all on the shelves, and I was like, oh, okay, let me grab those and buy those. So the whole collection is gone. It's kind of one of those things where it's like, when you sell something, like, you're just like, oh man, like, should I have done that? I didn't have that thought at all. I sold it, and I felt like relieved after, because I was like, okay, this is one, a big amount of space was just freed up, and two, I got more than my money back, so I can buy new stuff, because Kamen Rider Revice is coming out and all this other stuff. But yeah, I felt like making a video because, like, like, I didn't even tweet about it, but I just thought it was weird because it's right on the Power Ranger month or Ranger month or whatever they're calling it, and I was like, ooh, Ranger month starts, and I'm talking about getting rid of my whole entire Lightning collection. And yeah, I don't know. It's it was weird at first because like the person who got them, they were just like, really, like this is your gift. Like all the boxes were mint and this and that. I'm like, yeah. I had Goldar with the wings, Goldar without the wings, you know, and I was like, yeah, I just don't. It doesn't appeal to me for the price point of $20. Even though, and the other thing too is they're always on sale. Ooh, that's a loud siren. And the other thing is too, they're always going on sale on Amazon. And I was like, if I'm gonna get rid of them and I want to at least break even, I need to do it now. Like it's in my head. I can't overthink it. I sat on the idea for like almost 3 weeks, and I was like, you know, I'm just gonna do it. And yeah. With that being said, I thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think of the Hasbro Lightning Collection in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos. I just wanted to do a quick little update on my collecting. And yeah, so I thank you guys for watching. You guys have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next video.